here.
You got a chance to meet her last night. Wasn't she brilliant every time she opened her mouth? So, Nanette Saylor is an accomplished woman with many years in the hospitality industry. She was a big deal. She handled big departments and organizations. She knows how to make business work, but more importantly, she knows how to connect these two things so that the business works the way you want it to, and even more importantly, your life works the way you want it to. So please give it up for Nanette Saylor.
Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. And I just have to take a minute to acknowledge every one of you around the room. And
Can't hear you.
would, is that better?
Yes.
Yes. Better? Okay. Yes. Thank you. I want to take a minute to acknowledge every one of you still in the room today. It's one thing for you to come and commit to be here, to show up the first day, to sit through that and go through all of the information that we've taken in today. And it's another to still be here.
Right, to still be here.
Right?
Clap yourself.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Seriously. Because it takes a lot, right? And I can see amongst all the brilliance and all the shining stars, I also see the possibility that there's a lot spinning around in your head, right? I see some nods. Yeah. And so before we close today, I had a presentation that I was going to give that had another acronym in it and some other good tips about how to put creativity into your life, because I'm a creativity expert. And I looked around and I said, you know what, we don't need that today. What we need today is just a minute to be quiet, right? And to acknowledge ourselves and to be grateful for the experience and for our connections. So with that, I would like to invite each of you to sit squarely in your chairs. Feet on the floor. For those of you who, for me, when I sit in my chair with my feet on the floor, that is an acknowledgement of my connection to the earth, right? Connection to the power of all of that. Some of you have a preference to sit in a different way, that's fine, whatever is comfortable for you, but consciously connect. Arms open, your palms open to receive, and if you will, with me, just close your eyes for a minute, and we're going to take 3 deep breaths. Just slowly breathe in through your nose, and then out through your mouth. And as you're releasing, release any of that sense that there's too much in your head at the moment, right? Just let that go. Just let that go. That's in there amongst that list of limiting beliefs. And take another deep breath in. And then let it out. Feel free to make some noise when you do, and really just release any tension that's there. Any of that kind of hyped up sense that's come to you right now. And one more breath in. And then slowly let that out. And on this one, just say, thank you. Slowly open your eyes. And look across the table and acknowledge each other with a smile. And say thank you to each other for being here, for holding the space, for being a part of this awesome experience, the up-leveling that every one of us has experienced, right? And then what I want to invite you to do is to consider that quiet moment, that you have time in your day to make time for that quiet moment. And if you don't, that the craziness that spins around in your head when you get all that stuff, all those ideas and all these things and all those long action plans and to-do lists, it will take over. So please, if you do nothing else, and I know you're going to do lots, but in that space of being that Trish spoke about, right? Everybody, I hope you heard that really clearly when she said earlier today about stepping into, before we get into doing, we have to wake and be. How many people in the room have active, regular, more days than not morning rituals? Please raise your hand and acknowledge yourselves for that, right? Those of you who don't, look around and ask the people who do how they're doing it and what they're doing. And you might even please connect with someone to be a buddy to get a little bit of support around doing that, because in my mind there is nothing more important. And that ritual is going to be the anchor for allowing your beautiful, amazing, creative brain to do all that it wants to do, and it's going to connect your heart and your soul and your mind. Okay? And in that quiet space, I also want to encourage you to honor yourself with some creative activity. I don't care what it is. We've heard and we're learning now through the talent contest that we've got a lot of really talented people in the world. And even if you don't believe yet that you're a creative being, trust that you are. Especially we as women, we can't get away from it. We were born to create, right? We birth things. That's what we do. And in that energy, we are here to continue to create. We're continuing to create. Yes, Susie's back there raising her hand. Yes, yes. And even if it doesn't look like fine art, when you're in your own business, you are creating. You are a creative being. Own that. And in that energy, give yourself, within the spirit of that energy, like spirited ladies that we are, and a few special men, in that spirit, give yourself permission to do something creative. And that's really all I wanted to say today, except I do want to close with a special quote from Elizabeth Gilbert. How many people here know Elizabeth Gilbert? Yes.
Eat, pray, love lady?
Eat, pray, love lady. And now, the Big Magic lady. Has anybody read Big Magic?
No.
Oh, well, watch for a post about Big Magic. If you've not read Big Magic, it's her book about fearless creating and all about how to bring creativity into your life. And it's a really quick, easy read, really delightful, and an absolute must, I think, for every single one of us. So one of my new favorites for sure. But she says, a creative life is an amplified life. It's a bigger life. It's a happier life. And it's an expanded life. All those things that we've been talking about for the last 2 days. And it's a hell of a lot more interesting life, right? Wouldn't you agree?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. So that's what we're all after, right? And the businesses that we're creating, you probably heard me share from the back of the room, why did I get into business for myself? Because I wanted freedom. And then Trish right behind me said, yeah, freedom to work 150 hours a week.
Yeah.
Right? That's not what I signed up for. And that is what my business looked like in the first couple of years. So then I had to step back and go, wow, what is it that I really wanted to create? What is it that I intended for myself? Not what everybody else thought, not what everybody else's model looked like, not any of that, but what did I want to create? And so when you go home today and over the next week, really hold on to that vision of what it was that you said you wanted for yourself, because it might get a little kind of sideways when you start to look at all of the to-dos that are there. Please revisit those visions, because it's really, really important. And I have just one last little thing. Thank you, Trish, for allowing me to introduce that I do have a vision board workshop that I'm doing in Boca on Friday. If anybody would like to be a part of that, to take your vision and turn it into a picture, that's what we'll be doing on Friday afternoon in downtown Boca. So see me after for that. If you don't have a chance to come to the workshop, do it on your own. Create some visual imagery that supports your written visions, because it really will help them to take flight for you. So thank you. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of this with you. I'm so appreciative of my strategic partnership with WPN and their invitation to me to be a part of this group, and really enjoying working with all of you and so looking forward to the new people who have joined the mock program and supporting you to make your dreams come true. So thank you.
Yeah.